developed and are continuing to develop, and this is just something that we will just keep forever.
We're focusing on the Latino and the Jewish communities because we have a lot in common.
So what we did was a bunch of us started off in DC from 4 different campuses, and we really just got to know each other, got to know each other's culture and religion, and then we went to Israel and we learned all about the different sites and about the people, and it was really gaining support for each other and for the land of Israel.
My name is Asia Garcia and I go to Brandeis University.
Hi, my name is Tracy Friedberg. I'm a freshman at the University of Texas at Austin.
Boston University.
University of California, Irvine.
I was really interested in being able to really form bonds with people from another culture and kind of get to see life through their point of view, which you don't always get to do.
The minute we started to introduce ourselves and engage in icebreakers, it was as if we knew each other for a very long time.
The Building Bridges program is the first step in a much larger initiative that needs to take place on college campuses around the United States. It's building the foundation of a long-term relationship and not just taking them to Israel.
One of the things that we've seen in pro-Israel advocacy that we believe, is lacking is really this intergroup coalition building element that the David Project understood very well.
NHLI's mission is to develop Latinas as ethical leaders, and I believe that the American Jewish Committee Project and the David Project, the intersection between us and the two organizations, it's really that we're hoping to build ethical leaders through relationship building, and Building Bridges allowed us to do that for the college women.
The Building Bridges program is unique because it takes both Jewish students and Latino students to Israel so that there is a ready-made partnership when they get back to the United States. That's going to have long-term positive effects on Latino-Jewish relations and long-term positive effects on Latino views of Israel on campus.
We shared family traditions. We're like, oh, your mom tells you that too? Oh my gosh, yes. I could not date until this age. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, only a Jewish man? Oh my gosh. So we had so much in common.
I learned that we're actually very similar in a lot of respects. Family, food, fun.
Just standing there and dancing with these girls in Jerusalem, overlooking Jerusalem, really highlighted what this whole experience was about, which was really finding that unity within our differences.
Definitely the first one, above all else, was the drumming circle on the beach.
The Sea of Galilee, when we were at the drum circle.
It was so much fun to kind of let loose and, have just kind of social experience with everybody.
Specifically because it was Israel, I thought it was like a good chance to you hear so many things, especially for someone who's not Jewish and doesn't, doesn't know where any of this talk is coming from, the negative and the good. So it was just really nice to go where I could see it for myself and have my own opinion.
We went to the Western Wall, but we also went to a Christian site. So I know for the Jewish girls, people were just like really interested in what we were looking at, because they'd been to Israel, but they'd never been to the Christian sites.
And when I actually went there, it was so emotional, and I felt that was like, in my perspective, like when both communities really came together, because we really respected one another's views. And when I became emotional, I felt like the majority of the Jewish girls just came and hugged me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like they're here for me. Even though it's from two different cultures, they're really here.
Through what we do at Project Interchange, our job is to show as many voices as we possibly can in Israel, and to have people, regardless of what type of a seminar it is, to get beyond the headlines, and if nothing else, to see that a seminar with Project Interchange is more than the front page of a newspaper.
The goal for them is to implement a project that impacts their community, primarily the students on their campus, and that they share some of the experiences and overarching themes around intergroup relations, particularly in the Latino and Jewish community.
This is falafel, and these are empanadas. We're starting a new group on campus called the KINS Collaborative. We came up with KINS because it's the word for yes in each language. Ken is the Hebrew word for yes, and C is the Spanish word for yes. And we figured that kind of embodied
and it was super cute.
The feeling of our group, and it was, yeah.
The cookbook is an idea
that hatched on the trip, we kept on coming back to food. It's called the Jutina Cookbook. It's a collaboration between the Jews and the Latinas to kind of share one of the most important aspects of their culture and kind of one of the most personal aspects with each other in one space. The demographics of BU are very interesting. We have a very large Jewish population, and the population of Latinos is much smaller, but I feel like it's much more cohesive from what I can see from you guys.
Yes, we all know each other.
Find each other out.
Because of those organizations and like the cohesiveness of the like Latino community on campus, I feel like that will kind of help the Jewish community.
We're going to have you basically circle up. There's going to be a smaller circle in the middle and a larger circle on the outside.
I knew from the start that I wanted this event or this program here on campus to be a learning experience for the students here at Brandeis.
But anything that starts with T's, tortillas, tacos, tamales,
on the inner circle would be one group of people, so I think first were the Latina girls, and on the outside were the Jewish girls. And the Latina girls had to answer certain questions about their culture and what they knew and the differences between them, and the Jewish girls just got to listen. And then it switched, and it was a really eye-opening experience to get them to hear their life from their point of view, kind of unfiltered.
And that's when the students, I think, realized how much they had in common. Because it wasn't only about, I don't know, politics or a shared agenda, all these fancy words. No. It was about what's the relationship with your family, what's your relationship with religion, what's your relationship with other women.
This is our event. There's Carol, and there's our long line. Yay! So this is the Latino and Jewish Cultural Fair, and we have people getting food.
Our organization is about creating relationships between the Latinos and Jews who are interested and involved in order to create a successful partnership and long-term friendship between the organizations on our campus. So I'm really looking forward to the future of our organization as we continue to move on into the semester and beyond.
I can say that before going on the trip, I knew very little about Israel and about the Jewish culture, and really had very little exposure to the Jewish community. And what the trip really solidified for me was the amount of similarities that my Latino culture actually has with the Jewish culture.
Being a part of Orange County, the Jewish community and the Latino community can both thrive together. And when I first heard about the David Project, working coalition with the National Hispanic Leadership Institute, I was very excited. It was so unique.
Look, we have a Jutina Cookbook. Oh yeah, there's more on this side. I'm really hoping to just get more Latinas and more Jewish women to come out and learn about each other.
We definitely brought an innovative coalition alliance here at UC Irvine because no one knew about this. A lot of people were very interested, and most of them were not just Latinas, but they were other people of other ethnicities, other students from different campuses as well. So our advocacy here today was definitely a great turnout.
The David Project has been an excellent partner for the American Jewish Committee as we build this project together, and we hope that we will continue working side by side in building these intergroup bridges on campus for the benefit of U.S. Jewry and of American society as a whole.
We chose a set of universities to begin the program that had both strong Jewish communities and strong Latino organizations. These are places where we're going to make a continued investment to make sure that the relationship outlives the actual trip itself.